princess coloring page. Can we find the what's her face? Enchanted chick.
We only have 2 viewers. We might need.
Change the base, the men's, and the Sebs Audio, one of the only sponsors we've taken on the channel, and it's because I was actually a customer before they reached out. It just works out. Go to status.co. That's status.co.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Sorry about that, the audio.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Allie's having a hard day and I just annoyed her some more, but we're...
I'm just in a bad mood.
Anything in particular happened?
No, I don't know why. It's just a day that I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah. It's been a long day for you.
I know. I think it is that. It was just a long day.
And like with that, like, so as you all know, we have Penny. She's an amazing kid to have. Like, she is one of the best parts of our life. But she's also freaking crazy.
Yeah,
right?
She throws
major tantrums, right?
Like Olympic gold medal tantrum.
Yeah.
And she had some real good ones today.
Yeah, so I think just like being tired from that and all, right, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I put her to bed super early. I thought it was 6:30. It was 5:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was tired. She went to bed. So I guess we'll see when she wakes up.
We'll see when she wakes up. That is right. Yeah. But anyway, What's up, everybody? There's some
Yeah.
folks. There's some folks here that we haven't seen in a while. Like we got like Ty Kroner. He was a good friend of the channel for like back when we were like super tiny.
Yeah.
And also it's just awesome to see him. Let's see here. I just messed something up by accident. So here's the deal with like sound and all of this crap. We
had to fix the computer.
Yeah, and I'm still having some things like set up.
He had to like reinstall
Literally everything. Yeah, and so because of that, it's just a little tricky.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
anyway, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm still like pulling up stuff here to like start fixing it, and so we're gonna be multitasking a little bit with you guys, sort of, but
Well, we can talk. Okay, so here's the thing I like tease is best Christmas movie. I want people to tell us
what the best
Christmas movies are. We had talked about, I don't know if there's a way, and probably not today because of like doing a poll,
Yeah.
but we haven't set that up. Would have been a good day, but the computer had issues.
Yeah.
So we didn't quite get time to do that. But yes, send some chats with your.
Sorry, babe.
Okay. Send some chats with your all-time best Christmas movie. Not just like, oh, this one's pretty good. Like, what is the best? Because I think It's a Wonderful Life.
You think It's a Wonderful Life?
That is the all-time best Christmas movie.
Okay, and that was kind of the teaser of what we wanted to talk about today with.
Because you have not seen it.
No, I have not seen it. You tried show it to me once, but
and you fell asleep.
Fast. Yeah. So I mean, it was while we were dating, I think.
No, I think we were married.
I don't think so. I think we were still dating.
No, because at
You're
Christmas
right,
time,
you're
we
right.
would have at least been engaged.
Yeah, we would have at least been engaged. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So I think we were engaged.
it's possible.
I don't know why I fell asleep, but okay. So
But here's why. Okay, it's
right,
kind of
let's-
like
let's hear it.
your country music thing. Like you were ready to accept country into your heart.
Okay.
I feel like that is you with this movie. When we were younger, you weren't ready for it.
Okay.
But now in your life,
I'm ready.
you're ready
Is that right?
to understand, like, because it's an old movie. I mean, it's in black and white. Like, it's old.
Okay. So I was just needing
So it's
I was just needing to like mature.
Yes. Because the reason you didn't like it before, I think, is because it's an old movie and it's in black and white and it's slow. And you really liked your, like,
My
fast action.
my Marvel
Yeah.
Avengers.
Like, you like that. Yeah. Which has its place and is great. And,
Sure.
You know. But no, older movies. My mom is the one who gave me, like, a love of older movies.
Okay. And she's on, by the way. Hi,
Is
Jane.
Hi, Jane. Like, she would get old movies and we'd watch them together.
Okay.
So I do have a love of old movies. Like, I watched Gone with the Wind like 1,000 times. And it's like a long movie, but it's a classic.
Sure.
I watched, what was another one of my favorite? I love the Hitchcock movies. Those are fun ones. Like
Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock. What? Oh my gosh. Can we react to movies on the channel?
So, there are channels that like do movie reactions and whatnot, but
We've watched some, because I think I made you watch Psycho. That's an Alfred Hitchcock
okay,
movie.
gotcha. Yeah.
He's famous, like, thriller
From back in the day.
So Psycho.
Okay, yeah.
I made you watch Rear Window. So that was the one where the guy witnesses a murder in the window across, but he's like in a wheelchair. Oh, I know we watched it.
I don't remember.
It would have been years ago that we watched it, so it's okay. But I'm pretty sure I made you watch that one. And yeah, so he has tons of good old movies. What are some other ones? Oh, I made you watch Casablanca. That was one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, we watched. Did we watch Casablanca?
We did, because there's so many like iconic one-liners from that movie.
Is that the Frankly I Don't Give a Damn?
No, that's Gone with the Wind.
Got it.
Casablanca is.
Did you just barely talk about how I haven't watched Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Casablanca, they say, of all the gin joints in all the world, she walked into mine. That one.
The gin joints?
Yeah, because
Like
he owns a
gin.
bar.
Oh, okay, got it.
Casablanca is about, we watched it, but you forgot.
Yeah.
It's about during World War II, they were, okay, I'm going to get it wrong. It takes place in Morocco. And this
Okay.
like bar place is called the Casablanca.
Got it.
And so people come and they kind of wait here in Morocco to get papers or whatever kind of information they need to escape and go
Okay.
to America. So this guy owns this bar and he's like just this broody kind of man.
Okay.
And then this woman comes and you find out that the woman is like his long lost love.
Okay.
But she's with another man. We watched this movie.
I don't like.
Yeah, so she's there because she's trying to escape. And then, I mean, I'm just going to give spoilers because, like, there's a statute of limitations on movie spoilers. I feel like 50, 60 years. If you haven't seen it yet, that's your fault. But so her and this guy had this love affair in Paris. And then the Nazis
I
come
feel
in.
like you're making all of this up.
I am not. I know.
I'm just
we
kidding. I'm
watched
just- I'm
this,
just kidding.
And I'm sure I was like, stay awake, watch the movie. So they have this love affair in Paris. She doesn't tell him that she's married
Yeah.
because her husband. I might be getting details wrong. So yeah. So her husband she thought was dead or something. Anyways, so then she finds out he's not, and the Nazis march in, and so she just leaves, and he's like heartbroken, and he goes and he opens this bar, and he just broods his life away. Okay. And then she comes into the bar one day with the man, her husband, and they're trying to escape because he's like wanted by the Nazis, but like Nazis also hang out at this bar, so it's like all.
Yeah, that's ringing a bell. That part is ringing a bell.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie. So anyway, so up there with all these is It's a Wonderful Life.
It's the best one.
Well, no, it's up there. It's in the
It's
mix.
up there, but because it's a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
you're here
So
saying.
my mom would show me all these old movies.
Cool.
And so one of them is It's a Wonderful Life.
How did your mom teach you to appreciate these movies?
We just watched them.
You just watched them, and you just like them, so you just gravitated towards them.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like you and your dad would listen to classical music, and you just liked it.
Yeah.
You know, like did your dad? Because you said you would drive in the car with your dad and listen to classical music.
Yeah. So actually, my enjoyment of classical music started in my senior year of high school when I joined choir, and our choir director just. Every time we would practice a piece, like it was, a lot of sacred music, and and the way he was teaching us is it's like there's a lot of people here who are religious, a lot of people here who aren't, but just historically, music was primarily a worshiping thing, and especially in the Western world, it was almost always religious.
Yeah.
Right. And so he taught us, like he would play some like orchestral piece, and he would teach us so this part they're singing the hallelujah, and and do you notice that the notes are ascending, so it's all symbolic of all this. So he taught. So for me, so
you learned to love it.
I learned to appreciate classical music for that. And so then
it is awesome how if a teacher's really passionate about it and can
it completely change your life.
Yeah.
So he taught things like that, and so during this time my dad and I would go on drives, and so then he would play. I know he must have played them when I was younger, but I think because I was listening more, I have
you were ready.
I was ready. So I had that distinct memory of the first time I listened to Claire de Lune. Yeah. And I was I
love that
almost in tears with how beautiful it was.
Yeah.
My first
you should start actually to some classical music.
So the thing is I only film first time reactions, right? I have listened to a lot of classical music. Because I was a missionary, right? We couldn't listen to popular, cool music. I could only listen to classical. So there were two.
Well, you could share with me some. I know a lot, but I don't know a ton.
Okay, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to.
So people can start if you're here, like go on they can also go on the voter thing and
For sure.
if there's any they like.
Yeah.
But anyways, so can you react to movies? That's what I was saying.
Yeah, there are like, so for example, let's go here. Look.
Because some of these old movies,
wrong one. There we go.
it would be awesome.
So like, look, first time watching Lord of the Rings. I'm sure we're gonna have people pop up. Yeah, so this guy just put one 3 days ago, 35,000 views already. Holy frick.
But it's
This Angelina chick has 400,000 views on her watching Fellowship of the Ring.
I have
So
mentally
we'll be
prepared.
careful. So see,
It's only
it's a 30
minutes.
So she's finding, so she's editing things.
Well, we should do that with we'll do that with It's a Wonderful Life.
First time watching It's a Wonderful Life. So maybe you watch them. I don't want to watch them. Yeah, see, like there's like a lot of channels that are doing this right now, so it's kind of makes sense. But you should do some you should check out these videos, and then I'll look at others and I'll see how they edit them. The thing about videos like this, it's like I wanted to do them, but again, the reason I do reactions to music is that I can film a video in 15 minutes before work.
Yeah.
Right?
This you have to edit it and take a
You have to edit and do all of that. Like the reason I started a reaction channel was like I have work, family, gym. I don't have the time to produce.
Yeah.
But you have enough.
Maybe.
But if you want to edit them, and I just record them, I'm just the talent.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, we can. Yeah. Cool. Well, people should tell us if that's something they would want.
Yeah, we definitely needed the whatchamacallit, the polling thing. Yeah, we need to find a way to ask more questions.
Yeah.
I hope this is okay to do. But so guys, my brother is on. His name's Nick. He's been commenting, talking to everybody and whatnot. Just very cool to just. So my brother Nick is in Japan. Nick, one of these days, just jump on Discord, dude, and talk to everyone. Actually, we should just have you jump on sometime. It'd be fun. What time is it in Japan?
But I'm teaching you patience.
Yeah. So you just seem to have gravitated to it. For me, it seems like when I've opened my mind to something new, people gave me like a key, something to listen out for that made it, that made me want to.
Well, so this is what I was going to say.
So people did that for country, right?
Yeah.
People were saying like, you keep, because I remember the pitch someone made for country was we listened to some song that was like a story.
Oh,
it was like, you need to listen to country because country is just storytelling. Oh, interesting. So you know what I mean?
Well, see, that's why I think it's all going to come full circle here. This is why I think you're ready for It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Because old movies are story. It's a lot of dialogue because they didn't have these special effects.
Yeah.
They didn't have the, what do you call it? CGI.
Yeah.
They didn't have that. So it's very story dialogue centered. So that's why a lot of people think it's boring because you have to listen.
Yeah, you have to pay attention. Okay, so that's where another piece. And so I want to do this actually because it would be good practice for this. I have a shorter attention span. And for like a lot of things, there's a lot of things that I love that my attention span still affects. Here's an example.
Okay.
Final Fantasy games are my absolute favorite games in the world. And they are fully just story.
Yeah.
I just played the latest one, Final Fantasy 16. I did beat it. I don't remember the story. And it's because I would watch things and I would get sidetracked. I would start multitasking.
You do get,
I'm a big multitasker. So
we're going to put the phone away.
Yeah.
We're going to sit down and watch it. We're going to set up the camera. So I'll record some reactions at like parts.
I have to be super diligent on protecting my attention. Cause so if I'm reading, I like to read my scriptures on my phone. I have to put my phone on airplane mode.
So that you don't get notifications.
I just don't, all of these things just for me to actually focus.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm able to focus if I'm diligent around these sorts of things.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
So so I would how long is this movie?
Oh, it's not crazy long. But here's the thing with the movie.
It's a Wonderful Life running time. 2 hours and 10 minutes. You're asking me to listen to 2 hours and 10 minutes of just talking?
It's so good.
I'm just kidding.
because I know you're gonna love the message of the movie.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. It's like I love the movie About Time.
That's a great movie.
When you get to the end, you like love the message.
Yeah.
But you got to get to the end to get that like in your heart message. Same thing.
So it's just like, just stick with
the
it.
beginning is a little slow because it's building a lot of backstory so that you understand the character. Because you have to really like feel who he is. And then it gets to like the punch.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you fell asleep in the backstory because you were like, what is this?
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
But so we're going to like literally like, do you got time tonight? We can watch it.
I got to work tomorrow.
We'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. When is we do have a planned to record this
tomorrow? Is that the plan? Because Saturday we're going out.
Yeah, we should. For these movie ones, we're thinking of like, let's change the scenery and maybe set up the camera in the living room.
Yeah.
For it. But at the same time, like, again, let's watch what these other people have done for movies. It's like, do we want to, do we want to put it here or something? We need to.
Yeah, I mean, we could just watch it in here.
Yeah, we can watch it in here. I need a more comfortable chair, though.
I know. Yeah.
Or maybe this is the right chair for me to watch this.
So you'll pay attention.
Yeah. So. Gosh,
anyways,
like these movie channels are crushing it. Again, yeah.
Well, the update on my life is I no longer have a job. No, I didn't get fired. I quit.
I quit. I quit. What's that from?
We don't know.
It's from that movie, That Thing You Do, with Tom Hanks. And
I remember that movie, but I don't remember that movie.
so like this, like the main like singer guitarist guy, when he's like kind of just done with it, because like Tom Hanks is like telling him like, I want you to sing with more smoking, and he's like, okay, like this. And he's like, I quit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. No.
Duran reference. Nick knows we watched that movie a lot, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, no.
By the way, we've seen super chats come through. Promise we're gonna get to this. We'll take a break.
Get to 'em.
But this is important.
Yeah. No, the update is just. I mean, why did I quit? What was the?
You want to hear my?
Yeah.
So okay.
Sometimes I get nervous when I talk.
This is my interpretation of this thing. So, Allie got a job so she used to teach. So Allie is a teacher. She didn't want to fully go back into the classroom, but there was this private school near us that we were wanting to send our girls to. And a big reason is we're a little concerned about education here. A little sidetrack on that. I went to private schools growing up on scholarship. Like my dad did not get paid much, but they paid for our schooling. Yeah. Right? As kids.
And when you compare our educations.
Yeah, that's exactly the point I was making. When I moved, so I struggled through these schools. I was like a B student, right? I moved to Utah the middle of my sophomore year, and I never, in no class, didn't get an A. And I was taking AP classes, IB classes.
And you just cruised on.
I was just like, this is piece of cake. Yeah. So, just from my experience, I feel like, and again, I love America. You guys know this. I'm American.
Yeah, our schools got
the education, the public school education is not that impressive. Okay. No. So we wanted to send our girls to private school. Yeah. Right.
But
especially
money.
my experience, but money. So Allie, for us to get in and get discounts and get more of a surety that our kids would get accepted to it, applied and got a job here. Got a job there. And again, it's because we wanted to let's just sacrifice and make things work now. Let's get this in so that down the road we can more affordably send our girls to the school. Over time, you had great experiences. Everyone that you worked with, seems to have just fallen in love with you. You were an amazing, because I think because you used to be in the classroom, you knew how to help them, right?
Yeah,
so you were very valuable to them. But
it's been hard for Penny.
That's the thing.
I feel like Millie's handled it okay because she's older and
so
she's ready.
We started taking the girls to daycare 4 days a week virtually all day with
Yeah.
this job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like Penny's been having a hard time. And like I said, I think Millie's been fine. She kind of had a hard time at first.
She was fine. She was fine at first, and all of a sudden she had like a really
She had like a minute where she had a hard time.
But then she's.
But then now she's like, every day I'm like, we're going to daycare. And she's like, oh, yay. Like she's happy to go. She has friends. She loves it. Penny likes it too. Like her teachers are phenomenal. She's happy when she's there.
They say she's an angel.
I know. Are we talking about the same kid?
Yeah, they're blowing smoke up our,
But then it's like, I mean, she's only 2. She doesn't know how to express her needs. Like she barely knows how to express that she's hungry. Like, she gets grumpy when she's hungry and she's just grumpy and she'll say, I'll ask her, do you want to eat? And she's like, no. And I just set the food near her and she'll gradually eat it. And then she's happy. Like she doesn't know how to express her needs.
Yeah.
So even though she's like happy when she's there, but
she's missing you.
Yeah, and she acts out, and she's been having a lot of tantrums. Hence today.
Yeah, it seems like she's acting out because she's like missing you. That she just I wants you.
She needs still. It was just too soon.
Yeah,
she needs that one-on-one attention. I am gonna send so they're still gonna go 2 days a week because Millie still needs to go to preschool. Penny
and it's good it is good for
she does love it because if I were to take Millie and not Penny, like she would throw a fit.
She would throw a fit.
She would want to be there.
Yeah. And it's made them both great at making friends. Like we're big Jordan Peterson fans around here. You don't like him, sorry, I love him. And one of his big things is the most important thing to teach your kids when they're young, it's to be likable and to have and be able to have friends. And thankfully they do. And I think it's because we've invested time and money and whatnot to get them in front of kids and and socialize.
A lot of places where they're with other kids.
Yeah, so they have so much practice, so they're great.
We go out in the neighborhood a lot. They go to the daycare at the gym for like an hour. Yeah. And then here they
just had great practice.
We'll take them out to play places and they just play with kids.
Yeah.
Because kids are great. They're just like, hey, you look like you're close to my age. Let's play.
No, exactly.
So
so
I'm now going to stay home. But if you were here last week, we talked about how I'm going to kind of expand. I'm going to spend some time when they are at daycare expanding our YouTube channel. I'm going to start my own. So some people have already just subscribed to my channel, even though there's 0 videos up yet.
Let's see where it's at.
I just haven't had, it doesn't even pull up.
Yeah, because you don't have videos. Yet. Yeah, but if we go youtube.com, see.
No, I can send you the link, but either way, I am working on some videos.
Yeah.
It's just I've still been working, so I have not had time.
Yeah. But today being your last day, you can finally.
Yeah, I can actually work on because I have like one almost ready to go.
Holy crap. What? Guys, you guys are awesome. She has 150 subscribers already without it.
Oh, that's so
That's
funny.
Awesome. Everyone, you're so great.
So to get monetized, you have to have 500 subscribers and like some watch hours and stuff.
Yeah, watch hours are the watch time is the most important thing. So,
but so people can't watch it if I don't have any
videos. Yeah.
So I am working on it, but if people are like, why does she not? It's because I still am working. No, I'm not.
But I'm really excited for you, for Allie. Like this will be your job. Right.
Yeah. No, I'm excited too. So if we want to do some movie reviews, I can possibly work on editing those. But my channel angle is going to be more produced videos of our own so my subheading, I don't know. I still got to work on this, but it's just the things that I love. So it's faith, family, fitness. Those are my things.
And integrating all the 3. You're trying to promote a life where none of those are coming at the expense of the other, right?
Right. Yeah. Because it is funny. Like a lot of times I feel like I have spiritual insights while I'm at the gym. Sure. Like a lot of times I do because my mind is like clear.
And it's like happy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then family, obviously. So we have some family videos. I'll do some exercise and wellness videos. I like saying wellness. I'm becoming one of those girls. Because it's not
Lean in, girl.
It's not just the fitness, it's the wellness.
Yeah, lean in.
Anyways, so that's going to be my channel. So I'll hopefully have more time to work on that and see what happens.
Yeah, love it.
So that'll be more like our family. And then we're gonna continue to use as that.
So there'll be family vlog like videos, and then some of this other just.
And it's like when we were talking about it, it was kind of, I love watching my family home videos.
Yeah.
Like it's so fun for me. I understand it's like not fun for other people because it's my family, but I love seeing my siblings when we were, not right now, I'm talking.
Put it in your mouth.
I love seeing my siblings when we were younger, my parents, my grandparents. Like it's just fun. So worst case scenario,
it's just for us.
It's an archive for my kids to watch one day.
That's how I treated my channel. Yeah. Right.
But what's funny when I think about my family home videos is it's like, like we were talking about when we went to go see the lights, like Christmas lights. Yeah. Like I have videos of going to see the Christmas lights as a child, which means my dad was lugging around this like industrial size camera to look at lights and just like, everyone smile. Like
that's funny.
Which is so funny.
Yeah, it's like, it was. So when you actually brought this up when we talked about it, I was, because, you know, a lot of the critique that we give ourselves, like our generation, it's like, we're not experiencing things because we're on our phone and recording pictures. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, we used to do that too. And it was just way bigger. And then, like, but we were actually still doing it. Yeah. So.
Not as much.
But not as much.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, should we look at some of the...
Yeah, so first we'll do some super chats and then we'll get into it. So first off, one of our best friends of the channel, Papa Wheelie.
Matt Rife. Who's Matt Rife?
Matt Rife. He's a hilarious comedian and I actually really like I actually kind of really like the kid. He's funny, and the thing is, like, he's jacked and like very attractive. Yeah. So that's his thing. Yeah. So he's taking the world by storm right now.
Taking the world by storm. Well, we gotta watch him.
That'd be fun, yeah.
Never seen It's a Wonderful Life. Like Sebs hasn't seen Brian's Song. He has not seen Brian's Song. And my dad loves Brian's Song.
Okay.
It's like some sports movie. It's like an old sports movie that's supposed to be a tearjerker. That's all I know about it.
Okay. I'm in. Russ Topol, keep it up. $5. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Dustin, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Jeez. Shout out from Spanish Fork. We're an American Fork.
Different fork.
Do Spanish Fork and American Fork, do we have like a
no.
A rivalry? We should. I feel like we should. The battle
Which is the better fork.
The battle of the forks. Put a fork in it.
Your reaction on I Can't Make Me Love You If You Don't. Check out the cover of Boyce Avenue, as well as their cover of Imagine by John Lennon. They're awesome, and Allie may know. I don't know.
The cover, okay, so I Can't Make Me. Yeah, because we just checked that song out today.
Oh, okay.
I Can't Make You Love Me. I Can't Make Me Love You, yeah. Okay.
Boyce Avenue. I've heard of Boyce Avenue. I know I've actually heard songs. I can't think of it.
Yeah, give me a sec. I have a system here to take some of these like requests from you guys, and like I like to add it to my, for some reason, my work calendar. But it just like, it's because that's the calendar I'm looking at all the time. Here, let me move it. Sorry about that, babe.
Whoa, can't see.
Yeah. There we go. Sorry, let's move this over. Okay.
There we go.
We're back in business. So I like
we have so many screen things. Like there's the camera, there's the calendar, there's the thing, there's the thing.
We got a $20 super chat. Boyce Avenue, Can't Make.
No, cover of Imagine.
And Imagine. Okay.
Oh, and okay, well, yeah.
Okay, cool. Dustin, Dustin, thank you so much for the $20 donation. All of you who have donated either here or just through our tip jar. My gosh.
Yeah, it is so good.
Like, we talk about it a lot. Like
how much nicer everyone else is than we are.
And so like you guys are helping make us want to be like
nicer,
yeah,
kinder, givinger,
way more givinger, more
giving.
You're hanging out with Millie too much. Millie says she adds an to everything. She's making more. Yeah.
I wish I could remember the things. They just come out in like our conversations.
Yeah.
We start saying it the way she said it.
Right.
She was saying literally today.
Literally?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just literally this. Literally this. But she can't really say it, so it's like literally.
Yeah, it's hard work. And then we have a $10 donation from Ty Corner Education Fund for the girlies. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Ty. Yeah. Ty, if I recall, you started watching the channel when we were getting into like Harry Mack and whatnot, right? That was
about that.
He just did, well, not just like a week or two ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, his 100th Omegle Bars video.
Oh, okay.
And it's an hour long.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yeah, I should record a video, but I'm like, an hour? So it would be like doing the movie. So
yeah.
So anyway.
All right.
Yeah, we have a lot. So everyone, thank you so much for the chats again. There's things that we're gonna miss. Gonna be hard to read through every.
Watch till you react to movies.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like that's the main question, guys. Should we start doing movie reactions?
Fun. Yeah. I had no interest in watching It's a Wonderful Life for years. I viewed it as old. I finally watched it around the time. I lost it. Around the time I turned 30. I'm guessing they loved it. It got lost.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, there it is. Turned 30 and loved it. It's now an annual tradition 20 years on. Watch it. Yeah, it's great. Oh, look. Hey, you figured out how to fix the thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took me a minute, but we got it, babe.
Yeah. Anyways, so what was the other thing I was gonna talk about? Oh, you wanted to talk about a work thing.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. All right, so this is fun. I had my first, how do I call this? My first experience in a while dealing with prejudice. I actually hate talking about this stuff because I feel like one of my pet peeves is victim mentality and focusing too much on that. So none of you are allowed to say, "Oh, I'm sorry you went through that." No,
because it wasn't a huge.
Because it wasn't a huge deal, but it was just interesting. But there's a nice part about it. Okay, so I work for a tech company, and we stand up for a lot of movements, right? All of them, like every single one. We do it all. So it's a company we live in. It's just what it's like working in a tech company. It's been, as you guys, if you've been watching the channel, you know this year with work, it's been like the hardest year of my career. Just a lot of changes. Selling has been super slow. I feel like I just took a massive step back in my career. Like I'm just being. There's a great video about like a branch being cut down and it's just what it's felt like. So to bring comfort to me, I bought a statue of Jesus. It's called the Christus, and I got a pretty big one, and
like 8 inches.
Yeah, it's probably the size of my bottle. Yeah, it's like the size, like that big. So it's pretty big. Yeah. I bought it and I put it on my desk, and it's just been helpful because, I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I'm getting rejected like crazy on the phones, or I'm finding out that I lost yet another deal or whatever it may be. And I have this thing to look at just to like thinking broader picture, right? Whether you're a Christian, whether you're an atheist, I don't care. You all have that thing.
Something that
the thing for me
bring you peace
is thinking about Jesus, right? That's what helps me. And so I have that on my desk. Today, my boss comes over and tells me, hey.
Is he your boss?
He's my boss's boss.
Boss's boss. Okay.
Yeah. So he comes up to me. He's like, hey, can I vent to you really quick? I'm like, sure, of course. So we're friends. And he was like, I just had someone come and file a complaint for you for having that statue of Jesus. And I was like, really? It's like, and I was like, honestly, saw it coming. I knew, like, I honestly felt rebellious.
You were poking the bear a little bit.
I did feel rebellious doing it, but I was like, but I don't care. I want it. I want it there. Like, and he was like, he was still red. he told me a little bit, and I kind of forgot the details because I was like touched by this, but he was like, I fought this person because it's like, we stand up for all of these things. What makes it not allowed for Sebastian to care about this, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, when did us looking out for minorities and whatnot not allow the majority here, right? And I think he was saying that because being in Utah, most of us are Christian, right? So we're the majority, I guess, right? And he was just trying to make that point. And again, I saw it coming. This person just also happens to be from our Seattle office. Could have seen it coming a mile away, right? Picture like statue of Jesus. Jeez, sorry, right? But I was just so touched that this boss of mine like had my back and like instantaneously.
Yeah.
And so it made me think of society a little bit and like a lot of things that are going on and whatnot. A lot of it's part of the problem is it's fights that we are putting off because we don't want conflict, and it just gets worse. And it brings up the principle of a fight deterred is a way bigger fight later.
Yeah. Or like maybe not even fight, but like
fight is a stronger word, but at
like
least
confrontation
is a better
conflict of some sort. Yeah.
Something hurts your feelings and maybe it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So express it in that like that, but express it and address it early.
Yeah.
Right? And it's boundary setting.
How many times do you hear stories of people's marriages like coming into just turmoil all of a sudden because they never would talk about things and it just explodes? Like I feel like you hear that story a lot as like either a cautionary tale or you're really hearing it from people. Yeah, it's like, and I mean that is something we do struggle with too, because you're supposed to pick your battles. You don't want to fight about everything, but you also don't want to just like bottle everything up and just like grow resentment. Right. So it's a hard
it is a hard balance to find.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of it is like voice and inflection and things as such. It is hard, and we're gonna keep screwing it up. But yeah, nonetheless, like you made me remember that joke. Pick your battles.
Which one?
Have I shown you that joke?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was.
Maybe we'll play it for everybody. I can't just bring it up and not say it.
I know, because
this guy. Okay,
it's funny, but I don't remember.
It's this dude having the stand-up set, and he was like, when I got married, people told me to pick your battles.
Yeah.
And he was like, do you know who doesn't hear that? Women. You guys probably hear you're gonna win.
No, so you should find it. That was a fun. Can you find it and show it or not?
It's always hard with
when you're just Googling like because you don't remember who it was.
No, I can find it really fast. It's just I get nervous with like dry bar.
Right.
How many pick your battles? All right. Here you go, guys.
It's great because it's true. Like the other one is that Bill Burr one.
Which one? He has a lot. By the way, he's coming to Salt Lake. Let's go.
Yeah, hopefully
I'm trying to pull some strings with work. The guy who started the company I work for owns the Utah Jazz and the arena. So
sometimes you can get tickets.
Yeah, and so I'm doing like a no shame. He comes here the day before my birthday, so I was like, "Hey, look, I know this is super entitled and annoying." By the way, for some reason, I found that doing that actually helps a lot because people are like, no, they defend you. So, but it's like, I'm being super selfish here because we know we have limited tickets and whatnot. But Bill Burr's coming on my birthday. Can I get 6 tickets? Because I want to take my 2 best friends and their wives, right? But like 2 to 6 tickets, and you're like, yeah, well, I'll put your name down. And so I'm like, sweet. So our name is down.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see if we get in. But anyway, I love Bill Burr. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the one where he's like, we're always working on me.
We're always working on me. That's right. Because my wife is this finished.
She's perfect. Here's what's funny about that. Is that how many times have I been like inviting criticism because I feel so guilty about always picking on you. And like I've talked with my friend, I was just talking with my friend across the street the other day about this.
Sam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, and she feels the same way. I'm like, he never gets mad at me about things. And I'm like, so I just feel incredibly guilty because I'm always like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this?
It's because we've been told so much. Pick your battles. Be careful. Tread lightly. Just, again, happy wife, happy life. Let's go to work. No, I'm just
yeah. But it's funny because I'm not the only one who feels
it is sweet that you're sensitive about it. I just feel like there's like something innate in a man and woman in the relationship that you're just like, this is the rule. You could not be taught this and still be like, yeah, that's the best way to go. Right? Don't you think?
Well, it must be because I tell my girlfriends a lot of things and we all have the same experience.
Yeah.
Like it's all of us.
Do you want to hear what you want when my friends
I'll be like, say something like, he never wipes off the counters. She's like, I know, my husband never wipes off the counters either. Like, do they see it? I don't think they see it. Like,
I think you showed me a Brian Regan joke that this was brought up, and it's the same thing. Like, but like my two best friends, we went shooting. We went shooting. I shot my first machine gun. Felt like a man. We didn't talk.
Yeah, I know.
It was like, hey, what's up, man? And then we just went shoot. And so then I remember I came back and you were like, hey, so how's, I don't even remember what you asked.
There is a Brian Regan about that.
Yeah, and I was like,
he goes golfing and she's like, their friends
got divorced.
And he's like, right. Oh, is he? He's like,
he seems fine. He's got
is he seeing anyone? I don't know.
He's got a new driver.
Well, yeah, but he's like, you don't know? You spent 5 hours with him and you don't know if he's seen?
We just don't talk about this.
He's like, I know we got a new driver.
Yeah.
But what's funny is like, if I go hang out with girls, the activity gets in the way.
You're there to talk.
Yeah. Like, I just want to go to lunch so we can just like munch and just talk. But like, if we go to the gym together or whatever, it's like the activity
is getting in the way.
Can happen. But like, are we going to talk before or are we going to talk after? Because at some point we have to talk.
There are girls.
The activity can't be the only thing.
I go lift at 5 a.m. and there are girls in there at the same time as me.
Yeah.
And they're probably for 3 hours because they're talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just wake up a little later then. And you can wake up at 7 and get the same amount of work done. Yeah. But no.
Girls need that.
They're going to talk to, they're going to see each other. And talk to each other. So yeah, it's just.
No, it's just how girls are and how men bond through activities. Like you could go.
Through parallel play.
Yes.
For the children.
Like you talk to each other, but not like a conversation.
It'll be really quick. It's like, yeah, man, work is like bending me over hard.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
And then like, oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
But what's funny is like, that's what men need. You know?
Yeah.
Like that helps you cope with life. To be able to just like express that. And then
escape. Yeah, and escape.
For women, what helps you cope with life is talking about it and being
and analyze and
yeah. So that's also another thing between men and women that's funny is that I'll want to like gossip with you about things. Like I'll have some sort of gossip and I want to talk about it the same point over and over. Like, let's talk about this. And then let's talk about it some more. And then let's keep talking about it and have all these different ways of saying the same thing. And I love that. And I'll say it once and you're like, we already talked about this. We're done. You said that already. And I'm like so offended. I'm like, but I wasn't done expressing the feeling.
Yeah.
I want to say it again 5 different ways.
Just a different way.
And when I talk to women,
oh man,
that's what we get to do. We get to like, I'm trying to think of an example of like a gossip, like even if it was like celebrity gossip, like a Britney Spears thing or whatever, like we'll talk about the event in 17 different wordings of the same thing.
But the same, you're saying the same
but
thing.
it's like we get to feel it every time. And you're like, I felt it, move on.
We're good. Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah. Like that's why with your friends you'll be like, work sucks. They'll be like, oh yeah, and then you're like, we're done. We talked about it.
Do you think it's woman and guy thing? Like, and you want to talk at night?
Well, just because that's when we can actually talk.
Fair. Because the mornings don't work because you're not much of a morning talker.
No, I'm not a morning talker.
Like, because in my mind, I'm like,
before I wake up.
Fair. It's just part of, this is just married life. It's fun.
That was an adjustment when we got married. You didn't want to have my late night combos. You're like,
yeah. I learned.
But I did try, like you.
I learned, I think
tried.
more than it, I think you have sacrificed more for that on that front.
I tried to not. I'm
you
like,
seem
he doesn't want to talk.
You seem to have grown to care about my sleep as much as I do, because I've always been paranoid about my sleep because I don't sleep well.
I know.
So
I know.
It is sweet of you. I'm sorry if sometimes you're wanting to gossip and.
It's just men aren't good at gossip. You're just not. You don't do it right. Like you even try sometimes. Like I shared with you that this couple got divorced. And I was like going into it and I just could feel, I could just feel you waiting for the punchline.
There's
that is the punchline.
This is this.
You're like, I don't know these people. Why do I care that they got divorced? I'm like, because they got divorced. Look at him. He's with this other woman. She's like,
but I remember this. I actually remember thinking I don't know them. Like, I don't care about this story, but I'm not going to say that to you.
On the phone. We were talking on the phone and I could feel it through the phone that you're just like, I could feel you really trying to care, but kept waiting for the reason to care.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm like, that was the reason.
Oh man, that's funny. I do remember this conversation.
So then I texted my sister about it, and we talked about it for like the next 5 days. She gave me the satisfaction I needed.
Oh gosh. So like, I think it does a lot because like again, when you're like, you have your girls' nights and stuff, and you're like, do you need a boys' night? I'm like. No. I'll just go in the shed and play my video games and hang out with Nick.
Yeah. Like that's not the same.
And we're not gonna talk. He's just gonna watch me play my video game.
Oh gosh.
That's that's our escape.
Let's see. I think we got some more chats.
We did. Oh man, that's funny. $2 donation from Pet Lover. Thank you so much. Very kind and generous of you. Sebs, when did you and your family move to the US? All right, let's do
it one more time.
We're gonna knock this one out fast, Pet. All right. So my family, we're from Chile. My dad and my mom got married young, had 3 kids right away, and my family,
like 3 kids within 3 years, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, my family joined the Mormon Church. Okay. And the church has a school in Provo, Utah called BYU. And it is
a good school.
A very good school and insanely cheap because of our tithing money. It's a big part of the funding. So it's a great way for immigrants to move and get an education in America. So my parents did that. My dad came, got his master's.
First he learned English. He had to go to a different school, learn English.
Yeah, that's like the longer version of the story. Because my dad started learning English when he was a Mormon missionary, right? Had American companions, they were teaching him English.
Yeah.
That's where he started getting the idea.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah. So ended up coming here, going to school here. And so the next brother, the fourth, we're 5 boys. So my older brother, Diego.
He's number 5.
I'm number 5. Diego is number 4. He was born in America, here in Provo. So that's when my family, so that was 1980. So between 1980 and 1984, my family was here or so. Nick, I could be wrong. It could be longer than that. Nick probably went to bed though. It's late in Japan. Or early, whatever.
Keep going.
So they were here, and then my family started moving a lot because of the job my dad got. So their first assignment was Peru. That's where I was born. Then we moved to Ecuador, then Chile, then the Philippines, and then, so this was 2005, we moved to Utah, and that's my first time in America. So I moved to Utah to America when I was 15. Now, in all of these places we lived in, my dad's job, again, didn't pay us a lot, but they paid for our schooling. So we went to American private schools. So
in all these
countries. So my schooling was in English. That's why I speak English. Well, honestly, I speak English better than Spanish or Chinese. It's my best language. I am best at English. It's my primary language. I have a hard time not speaking English to my daughters. Teaching them Spanish is really hard for me, actually. So that's how we ended up here, and I've loved it. Was just here on a...
You went back and lived in Guatemala for a minute.
Yeah, I lived in Guatemala for a bit, then came back, lived in New York for a few years after that, and then came back to Utah and
I've been here ever since.
That's right. I was about to move to Mountain View, California, because I got a job offer from Google in 2016. But then I went on my...
And he met me.
I literally went on my first date with Ali, and I said no.
After the first date, you said no?
Yeah. Like
really?
The next day.
You never told me that.
Yeah, I have.
No. Because I distinctly remember us dating, you being like, I got this job offer from Google. I might take it. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't going to say that to you then.
Like I said no because of you.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those, like, just trust your gut. Lo and behold, I'm going to marry this girl. So
the lesson I have learned in life is when that gut, you
could be wrong. You trust it. Even if all of a sudden you following it leads to something hard and you're like, what the frick, did I do the wrong thing here? Just, there's a reason.
No, you didn't. Yeah, so trust your gut.
Even when it feels wrong because of the difficulty, no, it's probably right.
Yeah.
So that was Hopefully that wasn't a long walk for a short drink of water.
No, you did good. You did good.
Hope so. Papa Wheelie again. Not to be that dude, but just for your fans, do you ever check your IG messages? Because your fans, me, want to talk.
He doesn't check his Instagram very much.
I don't even have Instagram on my phone anymore. Honestly, because I was having a problem with it, Papa Wheelie. And then when I'm like not connected, it's going into this like general chat funnel, right? This is what's crazy. Like I'm not big at all, like on Instagram or YouTube. Like, yeah. I mean, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, but we're not that big.
Yeah.
But I am inundated with messages on there. So, yeah. Papa Wheelie, it's hard to find messages on there because I actually think I have like over a few thousand unread messages.
Really?
Like
yeah.
I just, yeah. But I'll look for you. So send me your IG handle. And everyone on the chat, go follow Papa Wheelie. Let's go give him some follows. But let me follow you, and then that way you can go into my primary chat.
Yeah.
Okay?
Even I'll send him things, and I have to be like, hey, I sent you something.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah. Again, this is where family's first, then my health, my fitness, work, and then the channel, right? And when I prioritize the channel, it's filming. I don't have as much time as I would like to engage.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a big reason we wanted to start doing these live streams, like so that I could at least talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Because going through social media is hard.
Yeah.
Another one.
Ty
Kroner. Again, Ty, thank you so much today, man. Jeez, and a $5 donation. The man with no legal identity, 1 hour long video. Recommend checking it out on your own time. The guy talks a lot about faith. It's really refreshing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me add it to my watch later.
I feel like I'm looking at my eyes and I look so tired today.
You are tired.
I don't want to look tired. I saw this thing once. When people say
off the grid in Appalachia, US, Peter. Interesting.
That does sound interesting. That sounds right up your alley. He's like a what do you call not like a wannabe, like, I don't know. I know the best. You're a wannabe prepper.
Oh yeah.
He like fantasizes about being like
literally, I want to be one,
We are just not.
I am useless, bro. I am so useless. Speaking so this is actually gonna be a video we're gonna film soon. I talked to my friend about it. I have a friend named Alex who owns a farm in north of Salt Lake, and he has a lot of hard work to do in winter. And he's like, yeah, come on, like we have to like retie some knots. I'm like, don't know how to do knots.
Yeah.
All of these little things. So we're gonna go film it. I'm gonna have one of my friends come out with me, film it.
Scott, go film. Yeah.
Either Scott or Lance. I'm gonna try to and like just say like if the video makes money, take 50% for coming, right? Like that thing of doing that. We're trying to branch out and do some more.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is like.
But yeah, he like wants to be a prepper. It's like his I don't know what the word I'm thinking of. Like not your alter ego, but like the person who you want to be.
I know what you're trying to say. Kind of like in a Fight Club.
Yeah.
Like his like fantasy of who he wants to be is Brad Pitt.
Yours is like the guy Ron Swanson from that zombie show. Like you want to, except not gay.
But yeah. I do liking you. Yeah. So fair. Yeah, Ron Swanson, but with like the physique of, I don't know.
You want to be like Viggo Mortensen in that movie.
Captain Fantastic. That's right. That's a great one. But they're also like mega, like, yeah.
You want to have his skills.
His skills, yeah.
Yep.
I want to be Cameron Hanes. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cameron Hanes.
Yeah. But we're not so good with the outdoors.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I want to be him, but then I don't.
Because we never go camping.
Have you guys watched that movie?
We don't want to go camping.
Have you guys watched that movie Air? At the very end, so they talk about how Matt Damon's character in it doesn't run, and he works for a running shoe company.
Oh, that movie's so good.
So then at the very end, he puts on his running shoes, he goes to the track, and he starts running for like 5 seconds, and he's like, F this, and walks out. That's me with with all of this. Like, I want to do it until I start, and I'm like, I just want to go play Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do want to hunt. I feel like you actually make.
I feel like I would, because like I'm a meditator and things as such. I feel like I would have a nice experience hunting. As hard as I know how hard, I've heard how hard it is.
Yeah. I really should reach out to this kid I went to high school with. They're like mega hunters, and he's a really nice guy. I think you could, I don't know. I was like, I feel like he would take you and like teach you the ropes.
Who?
This kid I went to high school with.
Yeah. We could also your friend Sam, her husband, Greg. He's a bow hunter.
That's
and
about that. Yeah.
Like his dad is a guide.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've probably been missing a lot of your guys' chats. It's hard here, but just because this one stood out, Ashley's heyday in ukulele covers and tutorials. Okay, first off, we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Let's look you up and let's give you a subscription here. Ashley's heyday ukulele. There we go. Found ya. Boom. Ashley Prescott. Cool. But yeah, so my husband is in his mid-40s, and to this very day, one of his top favorite Christmas movies is The Christmas Story.
I wanted to talk about this one.
Well, you
hate The Christmas Story, and I don't know why. It's the one with the little kid, and it's set in like the 60s, and he wants to get the BB gun.
Okay, it's one of those I haven't given it a fair chance at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I remember. We moved to we moved to Utah, to America, on December 22nd.
Okay.
So it was actually a really beautiful experience. We got here, we went to our house, and our ward, so the church, right, like the congregation, set up a Christmas tree in our house for us. Like, it was like super sweet. So we walked in and Christmas, it was ready. I remember we started turning on the TV, and it
was playing like 24,
like over and over and over again. So it was more like, and then I just saw this, like, I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, but this punchable kid just like say, "Oh fudge," and I'm just like, so it's because like I was like a high schooler, I was still too cool for that.
Yeah. Well, so
I've never tried to watch it.
The thing with that movie is it's like, when was it made? In the 80s? Look at when it was made. But it's like a nostalgia movie for like our parents' generation in America. So 83. Yeah. Okay.
1983.
So that's when my parents were parents, right? Like they were young parents in 1983. Sure. So it's like a story of their nostalgic childhood in the US, like 1960s US.
Okay.
So I find the nostalgia through knowing like what my parents would talk about and everything. So you may not like relate because it's not going to be nostalgic for your parents. But it is funny. But a lot of the humor is like Americana humor. I don't know if that's the right word.
Nice.
Trying to sound smart there. But
sure, like fair. I mean, let's watch it. Let's try it. Let's show the girls. Maybe would they like it?
No, they wouldn't.
Oh, okay. I mean, maybe. Yeah. Well, whatever. But
because it's told the narrator is the kid as an adult, like telling the memories of his childhood this Christmas when he really wanted to get this BB gun for Christmas, and he was like a dorky kid and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like, see, Christmases were very different for us in Chile.
Yeah.
For us, it's more of a party. And remember, Chile, we're in South America, so Christmas, it's summer. So Christmas is when you go to the beach, right? And so like, they're just like differences and so maybe, I don't know, but again, maybe we can try it.
I feel like I'm gonna prioritize It's a Wonderful Life because I do feel like if you watch that and listen to the story,
I'll be touched or something.
You really will love it.
Can you do a 1 hour Q&A? Sure.
Yeah.
Well, next week, let's make it just pure Q&A, and we can set up we can set this up to be like we'll set up a filter for like questions.
What is the date next week?
It's gonna be the 21st.
21st. Well, okay, because we could do because then the next would be the New Year's.
Yeah, 28. Yeah.
We'll do one of those days. Whoops! Oh, I pressed something.
Yeah, but it's fine. Just wanted to say that you guys are some of the best reactors on YouTube. Oh,
that's nice.
First reaction I saw was In Color. That video.
He loved that one.
That was I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably the first song to. What was the first song that went into when I started my country playlist? The first song that kicked it all off was actually Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah.
Like I saw like
it's a fantastic
I started it because I was like I need to start a playlist, and so then the second song is In Color because I was like, oh, I liked that song. Let's add that on there. Yeah, that great song. Yeah. Great song. Love the acapella reactions. Check out Pentatonic's cover of Kiss from a Rose.
Pentatonics is awesome.
Pentatonics, yeah. They've done stuff.
One of my all-time favorite Christmas songs is their cover of Mary Did You Know?
Oh, yeah.
I love that song because, and this will actually lead into, I wanted to show that video.
Okay.
Little, I guess, spiritual moment.
Yeah.
Mary is my favorite person in the scriptures besides Jesus. Like, of all the people, not just like women. I love her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's kind of a baller.
And so, yeah. And so I love in the Mary Did You Know song. I just love that song. Like, I just think, I don't know what it is. I think it's like the mom to mom relation. There is, I don't know if you feel this like a dad connection, but I feel like a mom connection, like to other mothers.
Sure.
It's like you've both just been through this like insane experience of like producing a human.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like being a mom, I have made more female friends who are also like than I ever had before because it's just this thing that we can connect on.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably partly why I love the story of Mary.
I heard someone teach she's the female hero's journey. Because the thing a mother wants to do more than anything is to protect their children. But the good mother knows when to fail by giving their child to be beaten by the world. And that sacrifice, it's the heroic thing a mom needs to do.
Yeah, which kind of
Yeah.
mimics like Abraham sacrificing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like again, you want to protect our girls, but the most important thing we can do is expose them and let them develop their strength.
Pretty good job.
You do a great job. Yeah.
I'm just a little paranoid about cutting up those grapes really small so they don't show. Like every time I'm like, Dad didn't cut the grapes small enough. But should we show the video I wanted to show?
Yeah, so
That's a good.
we're getting into the Christmas feel. We'll put up. Let's try to. We'll try, man. We really are going to try. Let's put out some videos of reactions to. Yes, It's a Wonderful Life. It's Christmas Story. It's Christmas, but if you're atheist or things as such, and you want to see this, no worries here. But we want to watch a little short video of the nativity because
well, this is the one I like. That I sent it. I texted it to you.
Yeah, and you can find it on YouTube.
Well, I don't know if that's not the same one. I don't think.
You need to start sending stuff to me on Discord.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
Let's see.
Anyways, I like this one because it feels like there's like music in it a little bit, but it feels just like real. And it just like kind of goes through the story and I just like it. So wanted to share it.
This one?
How long is it? Yeah, that's the one.
Let's see here really quick. Oh. Hold up.
Pause it for a minute, yeah. But I like it starting with Mary because I was saying I love her. And
yeah, it's because they don't have because like it's either this and like it's just.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. We should have prepared ahead of time.
Yeah. Okay.
I can kind of look at. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, but then it's like. Might need to swoosh it a little bit more.
I mean, we'll miss some details, but it's fine.
Right.
Okay.
I see it's cut off.
Just a little bit. It's fine. Isn't that crazy that back in the day you had to like collect water?
I know. I showed this to Millie and she was like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
I was like, they're getting water. Why? For what?
So she is pregnant here. Like
No, this is the like.
Oh, the announcement that you will conceive.
Yeah, yeah.
When being visited by the angel Gabriel.
Yeah. And it is moving, like how willing the scriptures teach us that she was, because she knew like this is something people will kill me for if I'm not married and get pregnant. Like you will be stoned to death. And she's just like, okay, like.
Hail, thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive and bring forth a son. And thou shalt call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And of his kingdom there shall be no end.
how shall this be? Seeing that I know not a man.
The Holy Ghost shall come upon thee, and the power of the Highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore, also that holy child, which shall be born of thee, shall be called the Son of God.
Behold, the handmaid of the Lord.
It's the
Be
only,
it unto me, according to
No,
thy
go ahead.
word.
because the only dialogue they use is scripture.
Sure.
So I like that. Like, I don't know, because this is like what we know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Of the story.
I want to start saying the word behold more.
Okay. How come? You
I think it's a good word.
But yeah, no, she's like, I mean, they would be stoned to death. If you were pregnant and not married, you could be stoned to death. And like the fiance or whatever could be the one to be like, forget you. Or so Joseph had like 3 choices. He could have her be killed, could put her away privately, just be like, we'll just forget this whole thing happened. You go live your life, but she would live a life of like utter nothingness because she was pregnant. Like she
Joseph,
would have nothing.
Thou
Or he
son
could
of
marry her.
David,
Yeah. Got it.
fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost.
So
And
he was
she shall
also
bring
visited.
forth
Yeah.
a son,
I forgot about that.
and thou shalt
Was
call
gonna
his
put her
name
away
Jesus.
privately. He was gonna be
For he
like,
shall
I'm not
save
gonna
his
hurt you,
people.
but live your life, do your thing. But she would live a life of nothing. Like
Right.
she could never recover. And then the angel comes in and tells him, you should marry her.
Yeah. Okay.
From their sins.
I mean, you know that.
Yeah. Yeah, Ty on the chat brought up a Jordan Peterson quote. Mary is the opposite of the devouring mother. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to grow out my beard.
Millie was like, there's only 3 wise men. How come it looks like 4? There's only supposed to be 3.
I love that. That's funny. Yeah, there's like 8 of them. There's probably like their like servants and whatnot.
Yeah.
I visited. I did an open house of a Masonic lodge, and in the York Rite, which is like the Christian path. Like they have a scripture like at a really important part of the altar, and they quote. We have seen his star rise in the east, and we have come, and we follow it to worship him. Right.
Cool. Yeah.
But for them, there's like deep symbolic esoteric meanings behind all of that. So the story of the wise men is like very interesting.
Yeah. That's it. That is interesting.
Because the east, right, the right side of your brain is where you feel emotion and things as such. I didn't think about until recently. Being a shepherd back in the day was like a bad A thing to do.
Yeah.
Like you were fighting wolves and stuff.
Yeah.
Fear not. For behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger.
really much. Wow.
That is a pretty clever way of bringing in Silent Night. That's dope.
Oh, I love Silent Night. Have you heard the story of that being written?
No.
Okay, we'll have to.
I've heard the story of like the Christmas bells.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the bells on
It's like
Christmas Day.
Yeah. And Silent Night's like an old song.
Really? Yeah, I've like never thought about that. Like, when was Silent Night written? Yeah.
It was written in Germany.
Really?
She looks like Jennifer Aniston, don't you think?
I can see it. Yeah, it's pretty dope. That's a good Christmas video.
Yeah, like I love that it's just the scriptures. It's
It's just the story.
yeah, like they're
Not overly acted.
yeah. It's not like trying to ad lib and make it like
Yeah.
something. Just the story with the scriptures.
And because of that, it's like I feel like if you weren't like Christian or anything
It
like
just
that,
is
it's like
the story.
this is the story
Regardless-
of why people celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
This is the story of why people celebrate
yeah,
Christmas.
like even yeah.
It's a good telling of the story. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very cool.
So that's why I like that one. But yeah, no, I love Mary. There's something like so special about giving birth. I don't know.
Sure.
Like
can
it's, I mean, you were there.
I was there, but I
a couple
don't.
of times.
But I don't feel like
Yeah,
I feel excitement as a dad.
yeah,
But you're like your DNA's literally mixed,
I
and
know.
and when she was like they were developing in your stomach, it was releasing other
Your hormones mix,
into you,
your
and because of
blood
that,
mix.
a part of you is literally in them, and they are in you too, and so it's a different
That
bond
was
with the
that
mother.
thing I read that was like, what was it? I had sent it to you. I'm gonna look it up. It was really interesting about.
While you look it up, we did get a few more.
Yeah, you get those.
We got one more super chat. Tony laughing, 10 Canadian dollars. What is the
Don't take Canadian?
What is
No,
the
I'm just kidding.
what is the exchange rate? You should watch Redbone. Come and Get Your Love live midnight special. It's a native group. Very well.
Very well.
I shall, Tony.
I haven't heard. I'm probably not going to find it, so it's going to be too long of a walk for too short of a drink of water.
Yeah.
But basically, it was saying like how, I did know this, like when you're pregnant and you're sick, the baby will send, see, I can't even think of the words. Send things to help
like
heal
help you. Yeah.
And it's like this symbiotic relationship.
Like the baby's
that
trying to help you.
continues after you give birth.
Yeah, I remember.
for, like, years.
I do remember you sending this to me.
It's like up to like 10 years after you still have the baby's DNA inside of you, and like those fetal cells work to help heal you and all these things. It's like crazy.
that is crazy.
Crazy.
No, that is very
Yeah,
cool.
It is really trippy.
It's getting late, so let's start. We're gonna start wrapping up here. To everyone who has hung out, thank you for being here. Let's actually end just on the Silent Night story.
Well, I don't remember it. I know there's a book. I need to.
Okay. Nick, we should have just got Nick. We should have just had you jump on Discord, bro. But Nick says it
But
was
yes, it was on a guitar.
because it was not working.
Yeah, and so there's somewhere, I believe it's in Germany. I could be wrong. But they'll perform it in this church where it was first performed every Christmas, and it's just like a guitar
Dope.
with two people singing.
That's
and
cool.
people like crowd to hear it. And just like all these stories about it. Like there's a story from
would we be able to find it, and would it be
I don't know what
copyrighted?
I don't know. I don't know what the church is called. See, I know there's a book. I could find the book.
Silent Night at Original Church.
Yeah. No.
No, this is Times Square.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
YouTube knows that I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints because everything is.
Yeah. Anyways, but no, there's so many stories about this song. They called it like the song from heaven. and just how it touched all these people. There's sorry, I got distracted for a second there.
Could just like
There's a
watching you.
story from World War One where it was Christmas, and in World War One, we'll have to go someday when we go to France again to see the World War One sites.
Okay.
Little bit of backstory. We'll make it quick. I did a study abroad to London. One of the classes I took was a World War One class, but it was a humanities class, so it was about like the art and literature during World War One. And it was one of those experiences where the teacher was like so good that I just like,
You got into it.
Like, yeah, this stuff is awesome. And
I literally just watched Shane Gillis on Joe Rogan a few days ago, and they were looking through some of the, because they were going through the art of the guys who were like very affected. So like pretty grotesque stuff, but it's because they were like messed up. But anyway.
So part of our trip that was so cool, because we were there, we went to France, and you can go to battlefields, and there's places where they've preserved the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Normandy. Oh, that was World War II.
That was World War II. No, World War I was much more trench warfare.
Trench warfare.
And it was like they had this new technology with old war tactics. So they just shot at each other and just died. Like horrible things. And they would gain like no ground.
Are you talking about the Christmas truce?
Yeah. So I went to one of these, but I want you to listen to this.
Okay.
I went to one of these sites where they have preserved these trenches, and the two sides are so close. Like no man's land in some of these places is nothing. You can hear each other speaking.
And just like talk,
from these other trench, like they're like, this is the British side. You walk for like 5 seconds and you're on the German side. Crazy. And it's like, and they just sitting there shooting at each other. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
But so there's a story of it's Christmas and they start singing Silent Night.
Yeah.
And they like both sides are joining in, and it's
So we got into on the channel this band from Europe called Sabaton. They just tell these like war stories, right? And then like every song of theirs is a war story.
Interesting.
So it's really cool, interesting, and it's like like rock, right? Mm-hmm. But they made one for this. Our guns laid to rest, right? Like, and they play soccer.
Yeah, they sang Silent Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should watch it. You would like it. But
do you remember seeing the movie War Horse?
Yeah.
That was one I went. That's where I learned about it because it was a play.
War Horse was a play?
And we went and saw it as part of this class. And it was crazy because they have like these puppets that they use for the animals.
Oh, okay.
And so you can like see people working the puppets.
Interesting.
So at first you're kind of like, this is weird, but then you kind of like forget. It's really interesting. But yeah, but there's a part in War Horse where the horse is stuck, and the two sides go out and they're like talking with each other, and then they cut the horse free and they're like, all right, I might shoot you tomorrow. See ya. Like,
yeah,
it's just so crazy. It just like shows you that the soldiers who were fighting weren't really like, I mean, maybe but
the tragedy of war is that you are fighting someone else's war. Yeah. And you're going out
like the people who are dying. Sometimes they really do like passionately care and hate you.
And hate each other, but
these like in this story, it's like they were just fighting for their country and they're fighting for their country. And
then you go back.
Like, do we really have a conflict? Not really,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad.
So we have reacted to this on the channel. I think you would like it.
Cool. Yeah.
What? Hey,
hey.
Look who's here.
Well, we talked about.
We literally talked about you, bro. Yeah. Have fun. Well, guys, it's 9:00 and I have to wake up at 5 for to go to the gym. So we're gonna start calling it here.
We usually do a saying, but I don't really have a saying.
Yeah, I feel like there was one you brought up though.
What's there?
And I was like, you should add that one for the channel for the saying, but yeah, probably not. Probably not gonna happen today.
Not gonna happen today.
Stay tuned for more. So reaction videos on my channel will keep coming. Allie's gonna keep joining us on some.
Hit the sack.
Hit the sack. Going to bed. I know that one. We're gonna hit the sack. Why is that the saying?
Because mattress used to be like a sack of hay. I don't know. You can also say hit the hay. Same thing. Hit the hay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's what I guess.
That's good.
Yeah. There's our saying.
Yeah, there we go. So we'll keep doing that. Again, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to Allie's channel. Stay tuned. We're gonna start putting content on there.
I should be like this week.
Yeah.
It'll start going.
So we'll do that. So like the more like vloggy type stuff we're gonna be throwing on there, and we talked about it earlier. Next week, I mean, again, every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Mountain, we're gonna come on a live stream next week. We'll make it more Q&A focused. Even though most of these are Q&A focused anyway, we'll definitely do that. To all of you who have supported the channel, thank you. It's been, this with our girls have been like the light that's like keeping us fighting this year. Like it's just been good. So thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas. We'll be talking with some more. Hope it's a good holiday season in any way. And if you're alone, come hang out with us and let's try to just feel things together.